The first words hit like a brick. You need to move out of the master bedroom. It's for your brother now. Their voices were calm, rehearsed, like lawyers announcing a verdict. But I could feel the hammer drop. My blood ran slow and deliberate, not hot with anger, but cold, methodical. I'd bought this house, every brick, every floorboard, every late-night email, every cut paycheck went into this. And yet, here they were, my own parents, expecting me to hand over my sanctuary, my space, my life, to someone who had done nothing to earn it. The golden boy, their favorite, their puppet. I remember when I first trusted them. When I was 15, dreaming of a home of my own, trusting their promises like gospel. Back then, their eyes held warmth. Their hands offered guidance. I believed. I built my life around their expectations, and when I needed their support most, they turned it into a weapon. The signs had been subtle at first. Whispered conversations, glances when I walked in, favors given with a smirk. I noticed the checks they wrote in my brother's name, the inheritance hints, small nudges to keep him ahead. I ignored it, until I found the contract. Not a will, not a joke, an actual document shifting ownership of the best parts of what was mine to him. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I sat down at my desk, coffee gone cold, and let my mind sharpen like a blade. They wanted drama. I offered none. They wanted outrage. I gave calculation. Revenge wasn't about chaos. It was about precision. Step 1. Information. I traced every transaction, every favor, every subtle manipulation they'd executed over the years. Emails, bank statements, lawyer letters. I built a map of greed and favoritism. My parents' perfect facade? A hollow echo waiting to crumble. Step 2. Leverage. I knew the house's legal documents better than they did. Every clause, every mortgage stipulation, every loophole whispered my name. I quietly refined my claim. I didn't need permission, I needed the law on my side, and it was thirsty to oblige. Step 3. Social armor. I reached out to friends, advisors, even distant relatives who had influence. I framed the story delicately, never accusing, just facts, questions, reflections. Suddenly, the tide was no longer behind my parents' golden boy. It was neutral, observant, wary. Step 4. Psychological pressure. I let them think they were winning. I nodded, agreed, entertained their speeches, their condescending advice. Meanwhile, every move they made, every smile, every pat on my brother's back was cataloged, analyzed. I let their arrogance feed me. I let it blind them. Then came the timing. Perfect. Family dinner, everyone present. I watched them parade their triumph, their smug faces, my brother's self-satisfied grin. I waited. I didn't explode, I didn't confront. I simply slid the envelope across the table. Their eyes flickered, disbelief first, then the creeping horror as they read. Documents proving that my financial contributions, everything they assumed entitled my brother, legally belonged to me. Proof of mismanagement, favor trading, and subtle manipulations exposed. Bank statements, contracts, letters, every step I had traced, every injustice cataloged, laid bare in ink. My parents paled. Their golden boy stuttered. The room froze. Silence became a blade. You can't," my mother whispered. "Oh, I can," I said, calm, measured, ice in my voice. "And I will, unless everyone here stops pretending this is fair, unless we acknowledge reality." For the first time in decades, their control faltered. The house, the money, their golden boy's undeserved advantages, they all teetered on the edge I had carved. Not with anger, not with shouting, but with evidence, strategy, Patience. I didn't need to yell, I didn't need to cry. The way I built it ensured they fell on their own. The master bedroom remained mine, not by demand, not by ownership alone, but by the recognition that their favoritism had limits, that my calm was sharper than their arrogance. I watched my brother's face twist between confusion and fear. My parents' eyes darted, searching for an escape they couldn't find. And then, slowly, the room exhaled. They saw me, not the child they raised, not the one they tried to control, but someone untouchable, immovable, deliberate. Later, alone in my master bedroom, I finally let my shoulders drop. Relief, not triumph. Satisfaction, not vengeance. Justice had a taste sweeter than rage, clean, precise, undeniable. I didn't just keep a room, I reclaimed respect, authority, and boundaries. I didn't destroy them, I exposed the truth. And sometimes, that's enough. I am not the golden child. I am the architect of my own life. And anyone who underestimates me, they pay attention when I decide to remind them who really owns what and who really deserves it. The room is quiet. My house, my rules, my victory.